corner soliciting funds, using some made-up holiday to tug at our heartstrings, and there's no accountability as to what happens to the money. Excuse me.
Yes?
So all this money is for charity, right?
Yes, that's right. For the Salvation Army. We use it for food and clothing.
What are the administrative costs?
I'm sorry, what?
What percentage of every dollar goes into administrative costs?
I couldn't say. I'm just a kettleman. I'm here to ring the bell.
Take people's money. How can people be so gullible and give to charlatans like this? And how can people like you volunteer for this nonsense?
Hey, I've seen firsthand the good that it's done, and it's helped out a lot of people. Merry Christmas.
Hey, buddy.
Yes?
You stepped on public property.
Excuse me?
You stepped across the line here. You see this? This line right here is the demarcation between public and private property. This is a public sidewalk. That over there belongs to the store you're in front of. Do you have a solicitation permit?
Yes. The store approved us of setting up here.
Well, at least that's something. But make sure you stay on that side of the line.
Is there a problem?
Yes. Your very existence offends me. It's bad enough I have to listen to Christmas carols and holiday greetings everywhere I go, but I will not tolerate a religious organization coming onto public property. Did you ever hear of the separation between church and state?
I'm just trying to help people this Christmas.
Well, here's a helpful hint. I will not allow my tax dollars to subsidize religious activity. Now make sure you stay on that side of the line. I'll be watching you.
What you got in there?
Donations.
I accept donations. Is that a 20?
Sorry.
That's a 20.
Yes?
I could really use a 20. How can I get a 20?
It isn't my 20.
So what you're saying is if I get one of these kettles, then I'll start getting some 20s.
It doesn't work that way. This is for charity, for the Salvation Army.
20 sure would feel like salvation to me. I could really use a 20.
I'm sorry, but I can't distribute any of the money.
It's a 20 down there. I can see it. Do you mind if I...
Hey, look, I can't take any of the money out of the kettle.
So, you're saying that 20 is not for me? I could really use a 20. I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
You know, here's a 20 in my wallet. That was meant for someone who needed it more than me.
Oh, wow. This is a 20. Just like that one.
Yes. Merry Christmas.
You really are the Salvation Army. I got myself a 20.
Go enjoy a good meal.
Thank you. I got myself a 20.
Excuse me, young man. Could you help me with something?
Yes. How may I need assistance?
Well, I'm trying to find this place, but I really don't know how to use this new device. My nephew got it for me.
Sure. Where are you trying to look?
Now that's a good question. I think it was something like a market, or maybe a mall, or...
Was it Market Square?
Could have been. Maybe not.
Station Mall?
Could have been. Well, you've been really helpful. Thank you, young man.
Of course. You're welcome.
Excuse me, are you with the Salvation Army?
Well, yes, ma'am. I'm here to help volunteer with the Christmas drive.
Aren't you missing something?
Missing something, ma'am.
Your kettle. Don't most kettlemen have a kettle?
Yes, ma'am. Mine's right over... Oh, no! Where's my kettle?
I saw a kettle sitting by the road right around the corner.
How am I going to explain this? All the money's gone. I'm even out $20 from my own wallet.
Young man,
Yes?
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thanks.
You know, I want to tell you that each Christmas, my mother tells us the story of how the Salvation Army helped her during the war years when my father was away fighting. The food and clothing she received from you changed everything and gave them hope. So, thank you, young man. Bless you for your service.
Thank you.
Winter of 1967. I was still a young girl.
My father had just lost his job and we were kicked out of our apartment just a week before Christmas. But then the Salvation Army came, took us, fed us, kept us in our schools until we could find another place to live in. I will never forget what you've done for our family. And God bless you.
Thank you.
One can of beans.
Beans.
One can of beans changed my life. I was in a desperate situation. I was on the streets and I had no desire to continue living. And I was walking towards the highest bridge in town. And my only thoughts were if I were to use that bridge correctly, all of my troubles would be gone. I must have looked like a wreck because as I came up on the bridge, this vehicle came, a Salvation Army truck, just coming home from a Christmas Eve charity event. This guy, he looks at me and says, "Are you hungry?" "Yes," I replied, and he apologized. "I'm sorry. I wish I had more, but this can of beans is all I have left. It's not much, but I'd like you to have it." He opened the can and handed it to me along with a metal spoon. I went to the bridge and ate what I thought would be my last meal. But after I ate, I felt better. A lot better. Those can of beans, they saved my life. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. You make a great difference.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Mr. Kettleman, sir. Thank you for the $20. Now it's all gone.
Welcome. Did you get yourself something good to eat?
No. I spend $20 every day on lottery tickets. Every day. $20.
Lottery? You wasted the money on lottery?
Yes, sir. Wasted the whole $20. Every day. Lottery tickets. Thank you for the $20.
So, you're the Kettle Man. I'd like to thank you personally.
For what?
Your kindness. You gave $20 to that homeless person, didn't you?
Not that it did him much good.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. He's my brother. And I've been trying to get him off the streets for years, but thank you. In the winter months, he sleeps most nights at the Salvation Army shelter downtown. You reached him in ways I never could.
Heart to God, hand to man, we try our best. What's this?
My annual donation. I'd like your kettle to have it.
This is so generous. It will help a tremendous amount of people this year.
Well, with people like you in charge, I have no doubt at all.
Is that a 20?
Hey, Jimmy. Let's go get some lunch.
My lottery ticket didn't win.
Nah, but you're lucky in other ways.